The 2011 storms hit in the heart of severe weather season, and we're in that season right now.
Certainly we are, and Gene has been tracking some changing conditions, including some heavy rain. And Gene, we certainly remember April 7th well. Do you think we might see more flash flooding this go-round?
I think it could be very similar to that. So not only do we have a flash flood threat, but we also have the tornado threat. So it really is multiple things that we're watching. And I think I'm looking at 3 rounds of severe weather that will come in over the next couple of days, giving us all of those threats. And remember, the timeline that we're showing you now can and will change because of where the storms develop and where they move. But here's what we're thinking right now. Here's the general setup for these storms. An area of low pressure, deep one, is sitting across the Central Plains, drawing all of this moisture out of the Gulf of Mexico. Warm, humid air, that's one ingredient you need for storms. You also have to have cold air aloft. We have that. That creates what's called instability. It makes the warm air rise very quickly. At the same time, you have high speed, high altitude winds, the jet stream, coming up perpendicular to that warm airflow, and that causes the storms to rotate. And that's what causes what we call supercell thunderstorms that can drop tornadoes along with the storms that can produce hail. So we have the setup for that. And as far as the threats that we're looking at, well, we're looking at the possibility of tornadoes. In fact, tornado right now on the ground here in northern Mississippi, just north of Oakland. There's a warning there until 6 o'clock. Another warning for a storm just near Joplin and west of Monnett in sections of Missouri. So again, folks in Joplin getting some bad memories from the storms that hit them a couple of years ago as well. Our threats are going to come as this whole system heads in our direction. Again, here's that deep air of low pressure. See how far away it is from us. But again, it's drawing all the Gulf moisture in and creating those storms. The 4 main threats that we look at: tornado, wind, hail, and flooding. Very high potential for tornadoes, and could be very strong tornadoes, and they may be on the ground for a long time too. Damaging wind is a threat, as well as hail, and also flooding. We talked about how we're already under a flash flood watch. So here's one look at the timetable from our FutureTrack computer model. We run it a couple of times a day, but what I'm noticing as I look at it is it consistently is drawing the same picture. Not much going on in the morning. Watch what happens as we get toward the late afternoon. Big lines of storms here form across the southwest part of our viewing area and continue. And what I'm really concerned about is that the rain repeatedly moves over the same area. And look at this bullseye here at 2 in the morning on Tuesday. That's not a good sign. And then the storms could push out before another round moves in on Tuesday. And again, as far as the rainfall, our computer model is spitting out anywhere from 3 to 4 inches of rain. And notice again these orange streaks indicating rain repeatedly moving over the same area, and that could mean the flood threat that we are concerned about. So the 3-day forecast shows the potential for severe weather tomorrow and Tuesday. If we do get any breaks in the cloud cover tomorrow and temperatures rise into the 80s, that's really not going to be good, because that's going to help those storms fire up. But most of the weather should be out of here by Wednesday, and then as we head toward the weekend, cooler and drier air moves in. We've got a rough couple of days to go before we can see that brighter sky.